Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We are here with the Hangout and Highlight session. So excited to hang out with and highlight this amazing lady, Miss Jessica Perez, great lady, servant leader, has done so much to be a blessing and give to others. And is just grateful to have the opportunity to know her, to be connected with her, and to highlight her and all of the amazing things she has going on. So first, Jessica, thank you so much for doing the Hangout and Highlight session with me on the Success Chronicles.
Oh, whew. Highlight and hang up. Like this sounds like fun and exciting. I'm ready. I am
It
ready
is.
to go. It
Yes,
is. I'm ready. Thank you for having me, for sure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, of course. Typically, you know, I just wanted to make sure that I highlight your journey, the great things, you've been blessed to achieve, and just kind of let the audience know, what you're about, and some of the things that you have coming up. So talk to us about your journey and your background so far, some of the things that you've been involved in and what has led you to where you are now.
Ooh, that's a loaded question, right? It's a loaded conversation, a journey, because it makes you feel old, but not old, just seasoned. Like I love it. It's seasoned, right? Kind of like my hair, seasoned. So for those of you who've seen me along my journey, this is the real me, right? Kind of like Chip right here. It's the real him in that beard. I'm loving it. Woo! He says, go on with your bad self. All right. So look, a little bit about Jessica J. Lo Perez. For those who don't know me, I'm 4'11", pack a big punch in this little body of mine. But the reason why I start off with that is because, man, everything in my life has been because of being a smaller stature. I always felt like I needed to kind of prove myself in different spaces, right? Like be bigger than. So what does that look like? I use the term supersize. I've used that a lot in my world because I really had to. I love sports from the time I was, okay, a quarter of the size. Ha ha ha, right? But seriously, I've loved sports my entire life. And so I fell into athletics, like literally softball, basketball, volleyball. I mean, name the sport. This kid played it when I was younger. And it took me on an incredible journey, right? So I use sports as a platform because it really did parlay into everything else that I've wanted to do, from teamwork, dedication, time management. All the life skills you learn in sports is what catapulted me throughout my entire career, right? In work, in life, in relationships. Like Chip is a teammate. Like I think of him as a teammate. Not a competitor, although we like to win. I know he likes to win and I like to win, but we're more teammates than anything else. And so to me, that's a common theme that runs through my journey. So from a teacher, I was a teacher, a phys ed teacher early on, to an athletic director, to a coach. But more than anything else, I felt like I was a mentor in those spaces, a mentor, a leader of people, right? An influencer, connecting the dots for folks, right? So I'm a connector. So these are pieces of my journey that, they've always been there, just in different forms, right? In different forms of my world. So like I said, education, went to work for Parks and Recreation. So I was a leader in the Parks and Rec field. And so I went into those kind of more stable spaces, and then ripped a big old Band-Aid off a few years back and became an entrepreneur like Chip. And I decided, you know what, I want to create my own path. So my journey, the last, I don't know, since about 2014, 2015, has really been me putting one foot in front of the other, trying to figure out who does she want to be when she grows up? And I want to be more of me. I know it sounds crazy, right? I want to be more of me, which means just kind of rooted into who I am and helping other people root into who they are too. Like that is something that I've been really cognizant about these last few years. So that coaching space, man, I'm coaching in all aspects of my life. So from an entrepreneurship space, I'm a speaker, I'm an educator. I love the wellness space, dude. I mean, I'm all about long-term healthy living for lots of reasons. We can get into that in a minute, but really those areas really have kind of bubbled up, and I've just rooted in and said, okay, here's my path, here's my journey, and I'm just going all in, all in. So that's a little bit about me and my past.
That's awesome. So good. So many great things. What are a couple things that you learned along that journey?
Ooh, first things first, take a leap. Take the leap. All right. Because a lot of times along journeys, we think that we just have to stay on the course and don't ever veer. And sometimes you got to jump off the train and say, this is not the right path for me. Right. So taking a leap is something that I learned early on in different facets, right? From work environments, even to relationship environments. Sometimes you got to take a leap and say, not the right one. Right. So take the leap. Another one, I like to use the term athlete at hand here, rip the Band-Aid. Sometimes it's going to hurt, right? But we got to rip a Band-Aid in order to be able to decide and change a direction or a thought process that we're in. So rip the Band-Aid. Another one, ask for help. Dude, that was so hard for me to ask for help because I thought I needed to know everything. That's not where it lies. Asking for help is the key. And dude, I know I have reached out to you and said, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. Chip, help me out. I asked for help, man. Okay. Here's another one. Lean into strengths. Like you got to know what your strengths are, because if you don't, all you do is talk about all the things you can't do well. And I'm like, oh no. Lean into the strengths. Let those guide you on your journey. So leaning into strengths. Oh, here's another one. You ready for this? Shine your light, baby. Shine your light. Do not dim it. I know there's going to be a lot of people saying, oh, why are you doing that? Or why'd you post that? Or why are you out there like that? Shine your light. People need to know. That's my last one. People need to know you. People need to know you. People need to know what you know. People need to know. If you have something inside that needs to be shared, share it. That's my whole wellness journey. I am not going to stay quiet. Like people need to know there's another way out to keep yourself long-term, health-wise, income-wise, anything. People need to know. To shine that light. Those are a couple of my lessons learned. I mean, I was like, you asked me that question and I just, boom.
Yeah,
Boom.
those are some great yeah. Boom. Those are some those are definitely some great lessons learned. But I think also in that um you don't know those lessons if you hadn't learned those lessons.
Correct. I mean, I own them.
Yeah. Yeah, like man, it is like yeah, in order to say all of those things that you said, like you've had to have some experience with all of that, right? You can't just say, "Oh, guys, you might want to take a leap." No, take a leap. Take the leap.
Take a leap when you don't know what's going on. Like
Yeah.
I literally took a leap and said, I don't know. I have nothing in my bank account at this moment.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But I took a leap into me, right? And into
Hmm.
what I know. And because I know, why? Because I knew my strengths.
Yeah.
See, I know that this is what I'm great at, right? I know what you're great at. I can just I meet you for the first moment and I go, ooh, I know what his strengths are.
Hmm.
That's why I can ask you for help to fill the gap that I don't have, right? And I'm not, it's a vulnerable space, but it's a healthy space to
Yeah.
be in. It's a healthy space to be in, to be able to say, hey, here's who I am. Look in the mirror. I know all of me, the good, the bad, the ugly, ooh, we know that. And
Yeah.
then go ask for that help when you need that help. So I think so many folks don't do that, and that's where the struggle comes from. Dude, entrepreneurship up and down, 100%, but
For sure.
stressful. Honestly, it was not as stressful as my traditional job, where someone else was telling me what my path and journey was. I felt like I was like, couldn't take that breath, could not breathe, couldn't
Yeah.
breathe. Now I can breathe all day long. I'm good.
Breathe when you want
I'm good.
to.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
right. You
Yeah.
breathe when you want to. I put my head down and I run as fast as I need to when I need to. And then when I go,
Yeah.
like last night, family here till 11:30 at night, Chip. 11:30. They didn't go home. I said, are they gonna go home? They're gonna go home tonight? No. But you know what? That's the beauty of my world. It's the
Yeah.
beauty of my world, right? Yeah, sleep in if you
So
want and don't know what you need to do.
I love that. I love
So
that.
it's on your terms. Yeah,
Yeah.
on your terms.
Well, talk to us about some of the things that you're expanding or growing to. I know
Yeah,
you're involved in lots, maybe mention, the things that you're involved in, and then talk
for
to us
sure.
about, what you're looking to grow to.
Yeah, I love that. So, it's funny that you say the things that you're involved in. So, for me, it's kind of like who I am. Like when people meet Jessica, the J Lo, the right here, they're going to know all facets of me. There's nothing hidden, right? There's no hidden agenda. And that's probably pretty unusual in today's world. There's a lot of folks that are like, we sit down for a one-on-one meeting and I'm like, okay, I think we're getting to a point where there's going to be an ask of some sort because he's kind of danced. I'm like, just tell me what you got going on. Why we got to have this 20-minute blah, 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 right? So for me, I'm right here. So you said, what am I excited about? What am I expanding on? What is my growth? Shoot. Well, first of all, my wellness business is truly a humongous, like that is a huge push in 2024. And I'll tell you why. There's so many people that are hurting physically, so many people who are hurting mentally, illness wise, all the things. So I aligned with a network marketing company that most people go, Jessica Perez, you go from the government to network marketing. Are you crazy? And I say, oh, best business I've ever found because it's on my terms. Network marketing is a business that's on your terms. I want to educate people on the value of the industry, let alone the value of what my company is and who I've aligned with. But to me, that's something that not many people openly talk about. It's like, and I'm like, listen, all it is you tell someone what you're passionate about, they either buy it or they don't. Like I go to a movie, I love it. I'm going to tell you about it. You either go or you don't. Difference, I don't make a buck on that movie. I make nothing. you know? Or I go to the best sushi restaurant and I tell everybody about the sushi restaurant. They all go, yay. Jessica does not make an income from the sushi restaurant, right? And does it really help you long term? Not really. See, what I'm passionate about is educating people, and what I'm excited about is creating a more of a global reach. Like I'm looking for team members, right, who want the same thing. One, health for themselves and their family. That's number one. If you want your family to be healthier, you come to me. I can give you some solutions. Like I know this because for 12 years, I've aligned with a company that has done nothing but that all the time. 12 years. I have locked in with one network marketing company for 12 years. That's not typical. I know this, okay? And I have because their products work. If the products didn't work, I still wouldn't be here. It's that simple. I'd just be a customer, right? So because I know the products work, I want other people to know about it. So expanding 100%. Like I've got a growing team in Ohio. I don't want to go there in the winter. But I have a growing team in Ohio, which is awesome, right? I'm like, I'll come in April. They're like, you might want to shoot for June. You never know what the weather's like in April. I'm like, what? So anyway, but awesome people, right? One's a nurse, another one is a farmer. Like, what? So what's cool about network marketing in that industry is why I'm excited and expanding in that area is because it's a level playing field. It doesn't matter. See, when I worked in Parks and Recreation, it wasn't necessarily level. It was dependent on who you were, what you were, how many years of service you had. That's how you got paid. Way different in that industry. So for me, the expanding is it's exploding. So 2024, watch out. You're going to hear a lot more from me in relationship to that space. Health and wellness space, trying to grow a business, trying to grow a team. That's number one. Number two, I'm expanding a lot when it comes to this and having great speaking opportunities, right? Like I had a really awesome client last year. It was Baycare, which is like 15 hospitals. What do I know about healthcare? They don't care. What they want is they want Jessica to inspire their people. So that was really awesome. Being connected to a hospital system that is interested in inspiring their folks. And they look to me. I was like, what? How awesome is that, right? So it's really my expanding in that area of my speaking and inspirational kind of conversations is who do I want to align with? Linking arms, and let's just see where it runs. I mean, honestly, Chip, that's what it's been for me. I wasn't seeking them out. They sought me out. So I'm like just sitting here like as an open vessel going, I don't really know what's happening in 24. Like, what is going to happen? I think I'm just going to be super open to it, right? In relationship to that aspect of what I do. Because like you said, I'm involved in a lot of things. But that is one aspect that I'm just going to be kind of open and saying, hey, reach out. Reach out. If you're looking for someone to kind of fill a gap for you, if you want someone to close the gap from an inspirational space, whether it's in workshops or trainings or leadership development or facilitation, those are all things that I do, right? And have done in my past. So I'm super open to that. I'm super open and looking for folks who are really passionate about wellness, who are really passionate about creating a difference and making a difference, being a part of a better community. Like, who wants to be part of a better community? I think we all do. So those are the things that I'm kind of expanding to and looking at for 2024. That's in a space that just kind of open. I just feel really good. Guess what my one word it was for this year? You want to know
What's
that?
that?
My one word, reach.
I love that.
Yeah, it's like it's reaching for my best self. It's reaching for newer heights. It's reaching to connect with other people. It's reaching. I mean, it's just like this, and that's really where my mindset is, Chip. I mean, I'm just like this
Yeah,
open space, and it's a really cool space to be in. I got to be
for
honest with
sure.
you. It's a
Yeah, it,
really cool space to be
yeah, it
in.
allows for
Not no
so
confining.
yeah, it allows for so much for growth and expanding and
Yeah.
learning. So many great things come from that when you just,
Mm-hmm.
open up and are willing.
Willing. That's a
Yeah,
big one, dude. You got to
yeah,
be willing to receive the good and the challenging,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
Because it's not all going to be, listen, rose-colored glasses, no. I mean, I see, I'm a realist. I get it.
Hmm.
Okay. I do get it. And I do get that not everyone is going to watch this and say, that girl, where is she coming from? There is no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a way. Because you know what I believe, Chip? I honestly believe this. We all have the power to choose.
Hmm.
Whatever path we're on, we all have a power to choose, right? And, there's a lot of folks who can sit and lie in the space that, well, my dad was this, or I grew up in
Yeah.
this environment,
Yep.
or whatever
Yep.
those things.
Excuses. All of those excuses.
And you and I come from different places, but we align on the basis of it's about choices.
Hmm.
You made some choices in your life. I made some choices in my life,
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
and then you own the choice, you own it, good or bad, and you move on from it. You don't beat yourself up over it. You just say, okay, next,
Yeah. Yeah.
next. You know, I mean, I just, I'm really passionate about that space because I really want to help others kind of understand, that they too have choices. Add value to your life. You can choose to add it or you can choose to complain about it, I guess, you know? So yeah, I got a little on a little soapbox there, man. I got a little passionate about that.
It's all right. Give it to him. Well, as we close, I'd love for you to get an opportunity to share with the audience where they can go follow you, check you out, and show you some love with all of the amazing things you have going on.
100%, 100%. So, yep, I'm on LinkedIn. That's where Chipped In and I connected. That's right. We call them Chipped In. So LinkedIn, just Jessica Perez. And I know it's Perez. I say it Perez because that is the correct pronunciation. But I'm on Facebook, of course, and Instagram, and both of them are Jessica J. Lowe Perez. Okay. Just to distinguish myself, because there's a lots of Jessica Perez's out there, just so you know. So both on Facebook and Instagram there as well. And I don't know, you might be able to check me out in a few books that maybe Chip has on, So I don't know. I'm just gonna throw a little, the Impact of Influence series. Come on now. If you haven't read those, you under a rock. They're under a rock if they haven't read one. Oh, hey, we're on volume 7, people. There's volume 7. I got to get back to writing, by the way. So yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
And so true. Impact of
right.
influence. Hey, you gotta read those for sure. And she's in a
I'm
bunch
telling
of
you.
them. Yeah. Well, well, again, Jessica, thank you so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles. Appreciate you. Appreciate you taking the time. And I wish you continued success.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you guys for checking out this hangout and highlight session. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.